Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Major Dad and I are going to be watching the season finale of The Acolyte, or the series finale. We don't know quite yet whether or not there's actually going to be a season 2, but I'm honestly really curious and really excited to see how they are going to wrap all of this up. It feels like they have a lot to do in this final episode, but I also know just from listening to like interviews with Leslie Hetland, the showrunner, that there are some things that she has ideas for a second season, so there might be some things that's gonna carry over into like an eventual new story or something, but that most things or a lot of it is going to get wrapped up in this.
I hope
But
so.
we shouldn't expect answers to every little detail throughout the series. There's still going to be some mystery around it, and we don't even know the title for the episode or anything like that. So
It was called Doom a little while ago, I think, and
I think,
now when I
yeah,
look someplace, it's called the Acolyte. So I'm not sure. It's not on screen what it's supposed to be called now. So we'll figure it out, and I hope they'll just round it off somewhat, at least.
yep. Still a lot of questions. Like we had that last episode that gave us like the Jedi perspective on what happened on Brandok. But I almost feel like we like we ended the episode with having like more questions than when we went into it. But we at
We
least
did,
did
yeah,
get some answers, but then some surprising things happened and people disappearing in smoke, and it was like, what's going on?
yeah.
So again, yeah, it's gonna be great to see how they
It is,
wrap this
and
up.
and as someone mentioned in the comments, at least last time, last episode restored hope in the High Council because they actually did say she cannot become an
A
apprentice.
Jedi, yeah, don't
Yeah,
do this. Just
so
it was a big fat no
restored hope
from the
to
council.
the High Council. Yeah, more or
Yeah,
less.
yeah.
But apart from
A
that,
big,
please,
yeah.
yeah, it's better when we sit next to each other. Anyway, please like, subscribe, join on Patreon, have a look, join on YouTube, have a look at the Merc store, and it's all in the description below. Please join. Please leave a comment. Please, thank you.
Like all of it. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And this being the end of this series, I don't know when we are going to do another series together. It might not be until like the next Star Wars thing coming up, which I think
Yeah.
is Skeleton Crew, Skeleton. I think it's Skeleton Crew. Anyway, a
Yeah.
series we don't really know much about. So, anywho, now first up, it's the season finale of The Acolyte. Are you ready?
I am ready. Hit it.
All right, then let's do this. Here we go. Cool.
So we're in the helmet now.
Yeah.
Musha.
What the?
She's strong.
I'm not quite sure what's going on. But yeah, it was most likely her doing something she couldn't control.
Miss May. She had her hand outstretched. She was killing Soul.
Where is she?
She had a saber in her hand, but she didn't use it.
This is the future you saw.
Huh.
I can still stop her.
Do you think Kaimia wants you to stop her?
Most likely not.
With what ship? I'm taking mine.
I've seen where they are.
So we go together and see who gets to her first.
There is a version on this planet. Now that you and those are both alive, I can prove it.
Wow, he's still on that. Okay.
What happened to you, to your coven, was an accident.
An accident? If it was an accident, then why didn't you tell Osha?
Saul, you should have taken the droid away from her. Man.
Everyone in there died because of the four of you.
It was right for us to intervene.
Keep telling yourself that.
Mm.
You and Osha are not twins. You're not even sisters.
One person split into two. Shit. Damn it, Saul. Should have seen that one coming.
Yeah.
Oh, and freaking Basil is still there.
See you in hell, Jedi.
Yeah. Very Han thing to say. I'll see you in hell. So yeah, hell is something that exists.
See you on Brendock.
Yeah. Okay. No title. It just said the Acolyte, so you might be right. Like we just got
Yeah.
show title. Whoa.
He's too big to follow us in here.
I guess you were wrong.
Can't be good for the ship though.
Eh.
Gonna shoot?
What's the plan here? What are you doing?
Helping her for some reason? So now they're both gonna crash land?
I wouldn't be surprised. There are a lot of crash landings in Star Wars, so
Yeah, there are.
Where is he?
He's in there.
You let him in the control room?
very competent Padawan you got there.
I was surprised when they said you were traveling through hyperspace. How is your stomach?
It's my head,
Oh,
actually.
I've seen that actor before.
How can you know there is no larger threat?
All the victims were Jedi.
There are multiple victims?
I am very close to apprehending the suspect.
Overspoke?
Is the suspect a Jedi?
Very close. Thank you for your...
Very close now. Buzz off.
I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked power, posing as a religion, a delusional cult that claims to control the uncontrollable, your emotions. You project an image of goodness and restraint, but it's only a matter of time before one of you snaps.
That's certainly an opinion, and not one shared by the rest of the Senate.
It's not necessarily a wrong opinion.
No, there's something about it.
I have reported your lack of transparency to Chancellor Drellick. He may invite you to a Senate tribunal for an update. Good luck. Now, what is it you say? May the Force be with you.
Quite condescending way of saying it.
Yeah, that is the most condescending "May the Force be with you" we've ever heard, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Snorks.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever they were called.
We should be trained. Would you ever consider?
No.
He still wants an acolyte.
I'm not my sister.
You're definitely not. May made that deal without even thinking about it.
It's a fancy new outfit she's got.
Yeah.
Kind of him to provide some... What the fuck?
Ooh,
What? No way! I'm pretty damn sure that was Plagueis.
Nice.
That it looked
Or
like
whatever
like
word
the
fits, yeah.
race, the species
Yeah.
Mune, that's what he is in Legends. And okay, so he was just there listening in. What the heck?
Probably more than just listening in.
Yeah, I want to go back to that.
Yeah. Yeah, get back to that.
We found Master Soul. He's turned his transponder beacon back on.
Where is he?
Brandok.
Gather as many knights as you can without raising alarm.
You anticipate a confrontation?
A resolution.
Nah, I just don't want them there for fun.
Yes, I like the company. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. They're all coming back to this place. Final confrontation or resolution.
Something. Yeah.
Getting this elevator operational is the only way in. Unless you want to climb.
Are you sure?
Huh?
What?
Well, okay. Wasn't the only way in. Can also just disappear.
And what are they expecting to find there?
Virgins is, or like Saul wants to prove that there's a virgins. I imagine like something is going to happen, or it's a possibility that something's going to happen when the twins get back together in this place.
Yeah.
Thank you for leading me to her.
Oh shit!
We make a great team.
Round 2, just right into it. Okay. Ooh. Oh, cool. Whoa. Oh. What are we doing here? Okay, cool move. Saul is not messing around.
Nice fighting, though.
I'm really digging the choreography.
Soul lied to you. He blamed me. Soul never blamed you. He tried to teach me to accept that someone that I love could be capable of this level of destruction. And I failed. I could never learn to calm my negative emotions.
And now you are all in black while May is all in white. So we've had a little switch up.
Yeah.
Soul killed our mother. I saw
That
it
part is true,
with
though.
my own eyes. He's lied to you. How could he teach you to control your negative emotions? He's the reason you have them.
Don't just start fighting. Ah, okay.
Yeah, they switched places.
Yeah, and May's even got Osha's droid now. So
Yeah.
imagine it's not easy doing a fight like this when it's the same two people. Oh, that was a nice cut.
Yeah. Jedi is incoming.
They're not here for me.
Well, but if they see you, they're definitely gonna be there for you. Well, okay.
Be mindful of your surroundings,
Yes.
or at least keep track of the person in front of you.
Oh, that's a horrible sound. Just headbutt the saber again. Oh! Oh! Got him? Don't hesitate for too long.
Yeah.
Shit!
Jedi
Okay,
is-
yeah.
Jedi shouldn't be killing the unarmed, though.
It shouldn't.
Good, May. Feel your anger.
Good.
This Good. Of your pain. Strike him down.
I want him to confess what he did. I want him to face the High Council. I want him to pay for his crimes.
I did the right thing.
Yeah, he's still pretty damn convinced that what he did was the right thing.
I don't know how your mother did it, but it has something to do with the virgins on this planet.
How she did what?
Back to the virgins.
She created life.
Hmm.
Your lives. Do you have any idea what kind of power that is? In the history of the galaxy, very few have been that powerful.
Oh, shit.
You killed our mother.
It was an accident.
As soon as he confesses, Osha's gonna kill him. I'm afraid. Or something.
I was protecting you. It was the right thing to do.
If it was the right thing to do, why didn't you tell the Jedi?
Without May, there was no proof you were created in this way. I kept this from you, so you could have the life you'd always dreamed of. I did everything Because I love...
Ooh. Osha, are you doing that? Who's doing that? Chimera? No, he looks puzzled. What the? Oh, she is doing that.
Stop talking.
That's not what May wants. And she's bleeding the crystal while she's doing it. Shit.
She's going full on dark side.
Yeah, she is giving into the anger, the hatred, and shit. Okay.
So the nice sister didn't turn out all that nice.
The what? No, the nice sister. No, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said the night sister, but she
Yeah,
killed him
kinda that
without a
too.
weapon. Yeah, she killed him without a weapon. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Cool imagery.
Welcome to the dark side. We have better coffee here.
Somehow I doubt that. Yikes. And here we have a bunch of Jedi.
Expendable Jedi. We don't know them, so yeah.
Yeah. You. Oh, oh. Ooh, she does know him. They do know each other.
That's why he put on the helmet.
And freaking Basil still.
You're all right. What a relief.
What a relief.
I know a way out.
But alright, damn. Soul, gone.
We have to climb down there. You sure? Trust me.
That's how you survived last time?
When I felt I got sucked into the score tunnel.
Oh!
Come this way.
Just like Luke in Empire Strikes Back.
No! Mama! Let me die!
You should not have brought him here.
And she can hear all the Force echoes.
Hmm.
Sort of see and hear what happened. And is he going to confront her then? Because I want to know more about their
me too. Yeah.
shared history. Oh. Nope. Okay.
She somehow feels his presence, but not as
She is.
clearly
Yeah.
without the helmet. So.
All right. Back at it. Don't lose the
Don't lose him
tracker
this time.
No, no.
I'm sorry I started that fire.
If I can find you, so can the Jedi.
He is fast.
Osha, when they find out how powerful you are.
You will meet the same fate as our mother. What do we do? What do you want, Osha? Let my sister go and I will train with you.
What?
Are you sure?
Great, we have all these
to wipe her memory.
red shirts running towards them.
I can't lose you again. You're not. You're going to
Erase
do
her
what you
memory?
and I won't stop
So
you
that
this
she
time.
can't tell the Jedi anything about them. Why not just try to run away together?
He gets his Acolyte.
Yeah.
All is one. Born as two. As above sits the stars, and below lies the...
Who are you?
Yeah. Who the hell are you? Why do you look like me?
Lay down any weapons that you have and surrender. You're under arrest.
What did I do?
Huh. Okay.
I really did expect some more Jedi fighting with all those unknown Jedis.
Yeah,
Expendable
no, it's-
Jedis. Yeah.
Please sit, May.
It's a nice outfit.
Quite majestic.
What do you remember?
Fire. It destroyed my My home. I'm seeing a man. He killed my mother.
Okay, so he left all of that in there.
That man who killed your mother was a Jedi. He was a kind, brilliant, compassionate man, and he did a terrible thing. 16 years ago, 4 Jedi.
Okay, and she's going to explain things.
A rogue Jedi named Soul killed his accomplices.
Oh, they are freaking throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
An external review of the Jedi must begin immediately.
While this is a terrible tragedy, it was the work of one flawed man. I believe he ended his own life.
Huh.
So, a new cover story.
Mm-hmm.
He justified every selfish step with the love he had for your sister.
My sister?
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
I am going to make this right. But I need your help.
With what?
I need you to help me find someone.
Who?
A pupil of mine. Before he turned to evil.
Oh, okay. So he was a Jedi. Must have been a while ago then. How old is he? Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be the end.
We need to talk.
Ah! Okay. Very tiny little tease there in the end.
Yeah.
Yoda! Hey! Okay. And she is then presumably going to tell Yoda all about it? Or something?
Maybe the cover story, or maybe the right story. Don't know.
No, that's
But that didn't sort of end it all. That was more like, are we ready for season 2? So
that it very much was. Like I must admit, like, not that I didn't, that I wasn't engrossed in what was going on, and like I just, I guess I wanted more out of this final episode because I wasn't sure whether or not we were going to get a season 2, and since it is up in the air, then I kind of guess I wanted this first season to end in a way that would be a bit more final, at least when it comes to the story of Osha and May and Kaimia, and how it all connects to the Sith, and then what the Jedi were what they were going to do with everything that happened, like what sort of story were they going to tell to the Senate. We did get that, but like a lot of the other stuff, it definitely gave me the feeling that like we're just gonna continue the story in a second season, or like there's just several teases, and it felt like a season finale, not a series finale. So
exactly.
Yeah, I'm
Hopefully
very much
we'll
hoping
get
for
some more.
season 2.
There's so many open things now with the Plagueis. She's now the Acolyte. Just introduced Yoda, introduced the what do you call, political oversight of the Jedi, which might be just coming around the corner as well. So there's a lot of things that we could place we go from here with that story. So it didn't, as you say, it didn't round it up the way I really wanted it to as a season or a finale. It's just a season finale ready for season 2.
Yeah, like a lot of things that happened in the way that I maybe thought, or like I've read some theories about how we're starting the series with May being the Acolyte and being on the dark side, and Osha being the good one, to simplify it. And then we were going to end the series with them sort of switching, and we did that, like very 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 much so, to the point where I'm like, okay, Osha, is that really what you want? Why not, like, if all you guys want is to be together or make sure that your sister is safe, or the other one is safe, then
why not go together? Yeah.
Why not go somewhere together? Why still for Osha? Why commit yourself to Chimera, the stranger, to the dark side? Is it because of, well, she's already, like the thing that Yoda says, when you've started down that path, forever will it dominate your destiny? She has started down that path. We did see it, so I buy it in that way for sure. It just seemed like it was like, as that was the case with some of the character stuff and some of the decisions throughout the series. I feel like it was maybe a little bit rushed, or I needed a bit more to really understand, like, sort of like some of the
reasons behind it.
Yeah, the characters are making, some of the motivations. And I don't necessarily put that on like the writers and the showrunner, because like I know they wanted, I'm pretty sure like they wanted more time, they wanted longer episodes, they wanted to put some of the episodes together and stuff like that. So it might be more of a corporate thing, where like, no, you're getting 8 episodes, they're gonna be this length, you have to sort of fit it in,
make it fit,
into that mold, and maybe because of that, some of the things just seemed a little bit rushed with everything that they wanted to tell. So like, to sort
at the
of
same time, I think it's an intriguing story. Anyway,
very much
it is, and the way that it switched from dark side to light side and so forth, and the whole concept of the Jedi being slowly corrupted by having too much power and all that. So the underlying storyline, I kind of like that, and I think it's quite well done with the locations they've chosen for it, and so on, and the music and all. It kind of works for me, but as you say, here and there, it's a bit seems a bit rushed, and maybe you should have cut the different episodes differently, so you'd have some more action in some and less action in others. So that's just it's Star Wars, and I enjoyed it, and I'm actually kind of ready. When I think about it, I'm ready for season 2. I want to see what do you have planned with probably Plagueis. What do you have planned with the Jedi and the High Council and the whole political situation there as well? I don't know where or what Osha is gonna be doing except being an apprentice / acolyte. I don't see that much in her storyline as of yet, at least.
No, it's more of a mystery. Like, how does that then connect to the Sith later down the line? Like, I have a feeling that she's not gonna stay at like an acolyte. She's not gonna, like, something might happen there, but of course that's all speculation for like a potential second season. We might not even get that. But again, just when it comes to the first season, sort of reiterate something I said. I think it was in the last one, when it comes to how it was structured and the pacing, that with everything that they threw in here story wise and with the characters, like we had the political stuff going on with the Jedi and Manestra. We had everything with Chimera and the Sith, Saul, Jackie, Yord, like doing the investigation, and then we have like the whole thing with May and Osha and this witch coven and twins that aren't really twins but created out of the Force, supposed to be one person, broke off into two, and like there's just there is a lot there. So either they should have had more time to tell this entire story with everything that I just mentioned, or they maybe should have cut some of it to still fit it into eight like 30-40 minute episodes, because then the story would have had more time to breathe in there if there wasn't as much in it, so to
stuff
say,
going on.
So like streamlined it. So
yeah,
like,
it's that they are two born as one kind of, and then what? Nothing. I mean, we didn't go anywhere from there. I mean,
Yeah, like it's still
yeah.
like interesting
Are they
concepts.
stronger together?
Yeah, very, like interesting concepts, and when Saul was talking about it and saying like how using the Force to create life, that's holy moly, that's a big thing, and we even saw
Yeah.
like a reaction from the stranger from Crimea, and we know that that is something that the Sith are obsessed with, and
Yeah.
using the Force to stay alive and to create life and whatnot. So maybe that is in the end what he and Plagueis really want to dig into is, okay, it's not because we actually want one or both of these girls to become a Sith necessarily, but it's because we really we want to find out, how did they come to be? How can we manipulate the Force in such a way?
Yeah.
Or maybe we're going to find out that the Sith did have a hand in how they were created and sort of showed Anastasia the way to do it, or something. Like, there's way more
So much,
to
yeah.
the story, but it's all like interesting concepts that they have introduced and explored somewhat in this first season. It's also just a lot of tragedy when it
It
comes
is.
to
Yeah.
many characters, and especially Saul, like that.
He went under the bus.
Yeah,
Boom.
that
Yeah.
that was
He was
a
to blame.
really horrible way to go out, because and Vanestra's description of him, like as like who he was as a person, I think that was pretty spot on. Like, he was deep down, like he wanted to be a good man, an honorable man, and do the right thing, and like all those
Also
positive things,
obsessed
but he
with the
also,
virgins.
what?
He was kind of obsessed with the virgins and trying to explain that with Osha and May and so on.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. So but he had those that like obsessive side to him, and he made one hell of a huge mistake with killing Anastasia, and like you can't really dispute that. But then yeah, on top of that, he was just thrown completely under the bus. Like, everything that happened here was because of one rogue Jedi. He did all of it. So case closed. Stop. Please don't look into us. No more oversight. But they're still gonna get that.
yeah, well, they kind of
Yeah.
played it over to, well, we better get oversight, because that what was he was saying, the ambassador, senator thing. He
Yeah.
said, what if one, you have all this power, but what are you going to do with if one of you kind of turns rogue or
Snaps.
something like that? Snaps, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then that's
they
kind of what
kind of proved it. Yeah.
happened. Yeah. Like, at
Yeah.
least based on the cover story.
Yeah.
And that is in line with where the Jedi are in the prequels, and how much like the Jedi Order and the Republic, how they're intertwined, and they end up, serving as generals in the Republic army, and that could very well, like, because this senator character that I don't remember the name of, we heard him mentioned, I'm pretty sure, in a couple of other episodes. We finally see him in this one, and again, like, played by an actor that I've seen before, but I feel like there's more of a significance to him and what he wants, and how he sort of, like, his perspective on the Jedi. Could that be part of, or could he be part of, or in some way in league with the Sith? Because that's like the whole grand plan, and taken to fruition by Palpatine, was to, through time, weaken the Jedi and weaken people's look on the Jedi, and what they are, what they stand for. So when the turn happens and we get the Republic turning into an empire, we get Order 66, then the people are just going to buy that. They're just going to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Sure, the Jedi, they are the traitors.
Yeah,
they are responsible for all of this.
That way, the Acolyte stays in line with the storyline.
Yeah,
kind of, it at least lives in my head. And again, great season, but at the same time, I didn't get enough about the whole political turmoil on Coruscant and with the Jedi Council and with the politicians and so on. Just a hint of it. So a season 2 about that part could work very well with me
because
as well.
Vanestra walked in. Like, there was the very last scene. She walked in. Boom. There's Yoda. We need to talk. So she's gonna explain some things to him, at least. I don't know how much of it necessarily, or like how much he already knows. If he senses something has been amiss,
It's
something
probably hard to
happened.
lie to.
I imagine that. And she's gonna tell him maybe about, like, I had a pupil. Do you remember this guy? He disappeared. Yeah, he's a dark side user now, or a Sith, or like I don't know what terms or how she's gonna explain. Like that was also something I wanted to get more into, was like
The
how and
relationship.
when did that happen. The Chimere, just when you look at him, he doesn't necessarily look that old.
Nope.
But in my mind, he sort of has to be, because he did mention something about it happened a long time ago when he was talking with May in like the previous, or in episode 6, I think it was, or not May, Osha. And why, if he was a Jedi and he was a pupil of hers, why didn't any of the other Jedi recognize him as a former Jedi? And I know there are a lot of Jedi, and like, sure, people can, like, not every Jedi knows each other. Yeah, not every Jedi knows each other personally. But it just all tells me that it must have been a while ago, because we know that she is 100 and something years old. And Chimere could have extended his life and something. Like, I don't know. Now that's just pure theorizing.
We've been speculating for a while by now, so
Yeah.
But well,
but
basically, I'm ready for a season 2 of this.
Yeah,
just to get some more answers out of it. So
yes, that I think that's with all this speculating and theorizing, it's a clear sign that we're still very curious about all of it, and we want more. So I'm personally rooting for a second season. I know that there are a lot of people out there who definitely do not want a second season, and they're probably like this. The final episode isn't gonna sway all the naysayers at all or anything like that. But
we'll see where it goes. And from my point of view, as I've been saying all along, I enjoy Star Wars, and I can make it fit in my little twisted mind. So it works well for me. And the alternative to this would be no Star Wars at all. So just keep on coming with these different series, and try to make them in a new way. I think this basically it's been okay. There's a few things along the way that we discussed and say, well, that could have been done differently, or we wish this and wish that. But if I had the money to make Star Wars series myself, I'm not sure that I would be very good at it either. So I'll take what comes along and try to get the best out of it.
Like, we would like to focus on the positives for sure, and there was a lot in this series that I really liked. Like, I did find the overall story very intriguing, the mystery of it. I never truly got 100% like emotionally connected to Osha and May in the way that I think that was like what was intended. With the series, that like they really were going to be like the emotional core anchor of this entire story, and maybe together with Saul. But again, like overall, what we got here, I thought like it was a lot of really interesting ideas, and a story that I want to see more of, and I want to see the continuation. It was just execution wise, I hope that they're gonna do some of it differently in a season 2 if we get it, and maybe learn from some of their mistakes or whatever you want to call it here
Yeah.
in the first one. And I say mistakes where it's not like, again, when you're talking about entertainment, nothing is objective. Like you can't say that it was objectively good or bad or anything. Like there are surely people out there who
It's
liked all of
our
it and thought
opinion
it was
here. Yeah.
yeah, and thought it was perfectly structured. And then there are people out there who hates all of it and thought that everything about it was trash. And that's your guys' opinions, and
Yeah.
like this is our opinion. We're more
We're, yeah.
in the middle, skewing maybe a bit more to the positive side of things, because overall we liked it, but
I did. I think
yeah.
Stoll was portrayed very well.
Yes,
The whole
yes.
turmoil in his mind and the way that the actor sort of portrayed it. I
Oh
think
yeah,
he did
yeah.
quite well with
Lee
that.
Jung
And yeah,
Jae, yeah, he
yeah,
did an amazing job. I also think, how was it, Manny something, who played the stranger. I think he also did a really good job. We didn't see as much of like Carrie Ann Moss didn't really have as big of a role as we thought like going into
no,
this, but I did think that when she was there, she was really good, especially in the previous episode
yeah,
where it was also like I don't know if it was a surprise, but it was just nice to see that, oh, she was actually the reasonable one, or the one who was really trying to
yeah,
contain the situation and was actually agreeing with the council, but then she made the cover up in the end and whatnot. And we did see some great action. That episode 5 was still like one of the more holy shit episodes of anything
yeah,
Star Wars that we have gotten live action. So I'm always going to remember that one
yeah,
fondly, I guess, even
yeah.
though it was also tragic and sad to see some of those characters go. But it was like a
Yeah, I kind
good
of enjoyed the
m-
fighting scenes along the way. They
yeah.
were well choreographed, as you said. So,
Yeah.
so
And
yeah,
I don't like in some of it. I see where the budget went, because it has been talked about a lot how this series had a budget of $180 million, I think, which is a lot. it's and you
slightly
do,
above my monthly income. Yeah,
and you don't necessarily see that in every frame, but I'm no expert at all when it comes to like the intricacies of like making a series or a movie and how much things costs. It's just like sometimes you look at a movie or a series and it's like, yeah, that costs like between 180, 250, $300 million, and you're like, wow, okay, that's a lot of money. Where did that go exactly? And then you look at another movie that looks just as good or even better, and it's like, oh, that one was made for 60, 70, 80 million, and you're like, how did what
yeah,
how does
yeah.
that work? Is it just like expensive actors, or yeah, I don't know, but it
It's
was
above our
overall, I
pay
think,
grade to
well
know all about that stuff, though. Yeah, basically, as long as they make more Star Wars movies and series and so on, I'm happy.
yeah,
So
we're gonna be there.
just
We're gonna be
keep it
watching.
coming.
Keep it coming, keep it coming.
Yeah,
And we mentioned in the intro, the next one is gonna be Skeleton Crew.
yeah,
Again, I'm pretty sure that's the title, and that's
yeah,
gonna fit more into like the timeline, like post Return of the Jedi, around the Mando timeline.
yeah.
But I really hope, first, like, even if we don't get a season 2 of the Acolyte, I hope they're not gonna
Not go back
not
to
gonna
the
be
High Republic. Yeah,
yeah, I hope they're not gonna be like, oh shit, like people didn't 100% really dig the Acolyte, so we're not gonna touch that again. Like we're gonna go back to what we know sort of works for us and stay within the timelines that we are familiar with, and with the Rebels and the Empire. And that's, you sure, you can still do some stuff there, but I would like for them to like keep exploring either
yeah.
backwards or way forwards, so
Risk
we
it a
don't.
little bit. Yeah,
Yeah, and this was more of a risk during this series,
yeah,
for sure, and for some, again, it paid off. For others, not at all. And
yeah,
for us, we liked it. It was still in the Star Wars universe, as you always say, and we just like spending time there, no matter what the
yeah.
story is, pretty much. Yeah. Is there anything we failed to mention? Should get into, like, we could theorize more
Probably.
about
Yeah.
the Plagueis and the Sith of it all, but they didn't really give us a lot there. It was just
No.
holy shit, is that? And then also kind of ending the episode with holy shit, that's, and look,
Yeah.
Yoda.
So it was
teasing some big
more
things.
like teasers for season 2. So I hope season 2 will turn up. And
Mm.
basically, I enjoyed the Acolyte and the take on that time period, and it
Yeah.
stays within line of what I expected in my mind, more or less. So it's been a nice ride with you guys out there. Please leave a comment on whatever we missed. Speculate a bit with us as well. What could season 2 entail, and where we're going from here, or should we expect a season 2? Whatever. Just leave a comment, a like, subscribe, share, join on Patreon, join on YouTube, look at the Merc Store, all in the description below.
Yes.
Please, thank you so much, and thank you for listening and seeing it and commenting and so on.
Yeah.
Did I get it all?
You definitely got it all.
Yeah.
I think it's been really nice reading a lot of you guys' comments, and it's not too much. Of course, there's been some arguing in the comments, and people
Fine.
like it or doesn't like it. I don't, like, no matter what your opinion is, like, we would like to know it. It's all we ask is just be
Just
nice
don't
to
be
each
a
other.
dick. Yeah.
Don't be a dick. Yeah, just be
Yeah.
nice, be civil, respect each other's opinions when
Yeah.
it comes to this. But I am genuinely curious to read, like, and see, like, what you guys thought about the finale, the series overall, the season overall. Do you want more, or are you like, nope, that it just didn't work for me. I don't need anything, or but yeah, whatever it is.
What didn't work for you, and so on. So it's fun to read about, and some of you really put a long description of what you expect and from different characters and so on. I enjoyed it, so thank you so much for writing all that stuff and leaving that comment.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, dokes, and there's nothing else to say, I think, besides.
No, my left eye is watering now. That's one of the benefits of being a granddad and having your kid every now and then. I got a pink eye on this side, so it's watering down now. So yeah,
yeah, that's like
I kind of forgot that when I had that as well when I was a dad. Now I'm a granddad, and yeah, somehow
they
you
will
get that.
like you're gonna get some stuff as a parent or a grandparent, apparently. Like it's gonna hit you in some way. So yeah, okay, let's end it here then.
Yeah,
the only thing I was about to say was merely thank you guys so much again for watching, and may the force be with you
always.